Hello, my valuable friends, and welcome back. I'm Tetivik, and in today's wonderful, delicious video, we're going to discuss finally feminine etiquette. Oh, I'm so excited because I know so many of you ask me that, and I decided to make a short, very lovely, and by the way, when I say delicious, I mean that it's a food for your mind. So really immerse yourself in that. So in this delicious video, we're going to discuss everything that you need to know about feminine etiquette. And they're going to be very practical steps. I'm not going to talk about abstract things that are not achievable, but very practical things, what you need to know about the feminine etiquette. Feminine etiquette basically means lifestyle, how you live, how you behave, how you move, talk, sit, walk, that makes you more feminine. So this is video for women who want to actually increase the level of womanly behavior that they have in their life. Before we start, let me remind you that I do one-to-one sessions. You can also do my online courses and purchase any other luxury products and dresses, anything that you see, it's all created for you. And you can also pre-order my book and you can donate. All links are below. Now, let's start. I know you're excited and make yourself comfortable. Sit down, relax. You can lay down if you want. And you can eat something nice, you can drink something healthy, but make sure that you're enjoying this time with me. I always say to women, enjoy the time with me because that is actually fulfilling you with more feminine energy. So, number one, what I want to talk about, what you need to know about feminine etiquette is your posture. You see, if you watch any of my videos, I have quite a straight posture. If you see at my back, I sit quite straight by default because when I was little, I learned the feminine etiquette. I learned etiquette in general, and posture is part of who I am. I can't really slouch. I can't even do it. I can't do it. It's unnatural for me. What I want you to understand that if a woman is very, very beautiful, if she's incredibly tall, the body is beautiful curves, she's blessed. But if she doesn't have a good posture, straight, strict posture, the whole beauty is not going to be seen. When you're slouching, you're basically erasing yourself. Now, there is a reason why people don't have a good posture. Basically, psychologically, if you look a bit deeper, that means that person is hiding himself or herself. I don't need to hide myself. I love my beauty. Now, the question is, are you hiding yourself? Are you afraid of yourself? Are you afraid to show your beautiful chest, beautiful shoulders, beautiful back, beautiful posture, beautiful waist? Are you afraid? By showing, I don't mean, by the way, revealing. As you can see, I'm wearing a polo neck dress, but you can still see the beauty of my body because of my posture. I'm not like trying to hide myself and disappear. If I would like to hide myself, I would not be on camera for thousands of people to see me worldwide. That means I know the etiquette. I know how to hold myself. The posture is number one in feminine etiquette. You go somewhere in a restaurant, oh, hi, hello, how are you? You sit down, the posture is done. You sit in a car, thank you so much. You sit down straight. You go on a date, you're sitting straight. You're talking with your friend, you're laughing. Oh, this is so much fun. You're still sitting straight. The only time when you can relax and not use your posture is when you are sleeping. You can relax your muscles then. But I will tell you, when you have a straight posture, it's very good for you. Especially for us women, posture is incredibly important because it actually shapes our neck. When women get older, they have this like a little curve. It's because they don't have a straight posture. And I'm showing you. You see, I'm holding it. You can watch me throughout the whole video. I'm going to hold my posture because this is normal for me. Posture, in older times, women used to teach this in each other in women's schools. They used to put the books. They used to put the women next to the wall. But you have to make your posture straight. The easy, practical way for you is to go to the nearest wall or a door, whichever is straight. So you don't want something that is more, like a wavy. You want a straight door or straight wall where there are no other things, no paintings, nothing like this, and you try to put your back and your shoulders and your back in general as close as you can to the wall. So try with your like angel wings, you know, those on the back, with your shoulders, with your back, to try to touch the wall as much as you can. Be as close as you can. And while you're doing that, put also a little book, or you can put 2 books on your head, and try to hold your chin up, and try to hold your the books on your head, and try to be very close to the wall. That's the easiest way how you can make your posture straight immediately. So when you leave your house, I want you to always have a door that you go and you hug and you say hello to, and you make come straight, and then you walk out from your house. Believe me, if you do it 5, 6 times, it will become a habit for you. You will not need to worry about it anymore. So posture is number one. Now, the second what you want to pay attention is actually your style, your clothing, your taste, your elegance. That is all in one, but it's called style. And in feminine etiquette, we always talk about the appearance, because appearance is very, very important. What I'm wearing is incredibly important. If I am not groomed, if my nails are not done, if my hair is not brushed and washed, my makeup is not done, my skin is not taken care of, this is all part of my elegance. Feminine etiquette, feminine woman who knows etiquette, does not leave house without being groomed. Second rule of feminine etiquette is you have to be groomed before you leave your house. You're visiting a doctor, that's okay, you still need to groom yourself. You're going to the post office, you still need to brush your teeth and brush your hair. You're going to the local shop, that's okay, you still need to put representable clothing. You can't go in a shop in pajamas, you cannot go to the post office with your flip-flops, you cannot drive to the park with the shorts. You have to cover your body and have a specific, exquisite style about you. Feminine woman who has feminine etiquette knowledge is always groomed. If I'm leaving my house, trust me, I'm groomed. I don't know who I can meet. I don't know what adventure I can get myself into, but I'm groomed so I can protect myself, so people can treat me as a lady. And the biggest mistakes and biggest problems women get into is because they don't know this rule about feminine etiquette, that actually being groomed, being beautiful, beautifying yourself. If you don't want to wear makeup, you don't have to wear makeup. But I don't know any beautiful woman in the world that is truly, truly beautiful by the worldly standards that is not wearing makeup. Have you seen me sitting in any video without makeup? Now, you don't have to do everything that I'm doing, but definitely take care of your skin. Put some cream, put some highlighter if you want, put some lipstick, put some beautiful mascara, groom your eyebrows. Makeup is part of a woman. It's part of womanhood. Feminine etiquette entiles inside that you have to be groomed, and makeup is part of grooming. Now, number 3 in feminine etiquette, I want you to pay attention how you eat. And it's what is very interesting. It's even how you eat when you're alone. When I'm alone, I still have my beautiful plates. I have like beautiful golden plates with like a decorative, like antique sides. I have golden cutlery. I have golden, like a mat, plate mat. I have candles when I'm eating. And I'm not rushing. Even when I'm alone, sitting at home, no one can see me. I still have my knife and fork. Feminine etiquette means knowing table manners. Table manners means you are not chewing too loud. You are not eating too loud. In fact, you are not eating fast, and you are not making noise with your cutlery. Can you write down all these things? That's part of table manners, which is under feminine etiquette. Feminine etiquette entails that you actually know how to eat. It means you are not going to eat everything. You don't eat fast food. You don't eat with your hands, with your feet, with your belly, with your whole body. You eat only with a fork and a knife, and it goes only to your mouth. You don't play with food. The one thing I can allow you is when you're on a date or you are with your man on a romantic dinner, you can play just by feeding him. That's the only play. Feminine woman who knows feminine etiquette does not play with food. You're not 5-year-old. You're a classy lady. After she eats, she also knows that by feminine etiquette, eating, drinking is in the same category. It means she doesn't drink alcohol. Or alcohol levels is very, very slow. As you know, I don't drink alcohol. I never did and never will because it's below me. That's like putting poison in my body. Why would I do that? And why are you doing that? So we want to eliminate alcohol. We want to eliminate beer. We want to eliminate all these cheap drinks. We want to eliminate soda. We want to eliminate even coffee because it's unnecessary caffeine that is actually stressing out women. Feminine woman doesn't drink coffee. A real feminine woman doesn't need coffee because it's a masculine energy. You're putting in yourself, your heart is racing faster, your blood is circulating faster, your whole thoughts, your whole everything in your body is in distress level. It causes anxiety. So feminine etiquette means that you know what drinks are not good for you, you know what foods are not good for you, and you don't eat them. And when you eat the food that is nice for you, you have used nice salads, you have nice warm soups, you have your nice fruit salads if you want. Whatever you're eating with the grace. It's not end of the world. You don't need to swallow the whole plate. Slowly. And you know another thing about table manners, when you're in a restaurant, you're actually not supposed to finish your meal. Did you know that? You're supposed to leave something inside the table, inside the plate. So when you go on a date or you're with your friends, don't finish the last pancake until the end and the last strawberry you eat and then you clean the plate. You do not do that. Feminine etiquette, we do not clean plates. We are not plate cleaners. There is no such thing. We don't have this job. You leave some food there and you put your knife and fork. You always use tissues and napkins that are provided. They're always on your feet. You don't put the tissues here on your chest, on your neck. It's for the babies. Just on your feet and carefully, slowly, you eat slowly. That is number 3. Now, number 4, I want to talk about walking. More and more I see in a society of women that they're rushing somewhere. I don't know where you're all rushing. Where are you rushing? Woman, feminine etiquette, if she knows, she's walking slowly. Because if we think about it, woman usually is wearing some kind of shoes that are more womanly. So if you're rushing, the sound is very loud. It's actually repelling people. So if I have my heels and I'm rushing and clicking and clacking loud, it's not attractive. But if I have my heels and I'm clicking and clacking with a class, everyone is like, oh, is that girl? So feminine etiquette entails that you have to walk slowly. That means a little bit slower than you usually walk. So slow down the pace. Don't rush. So you say, but I need to rush, I'm late. Why are you late? Wake up earlier. Put 10 alarms if you need. Walking needs to be quiet. No one needs to know that you're walking, that it's you who is walking and everyone is looking at you. You don't want that. You walk slowly than other people and watch how they're all going to be mesmerized. Why are you slower than us? Why are you not rushing? Because I'm an expensive woman, I'm quality woman, I'm luxurious woman, I have nowhere to rush. Yes, even if I work for someone, it's okay. I will arrive 30 minutes earlier. You know, when I used to work in a corporate office, the CEO was next to me and he gave me his wardrobe so I can put my dresses, so I can change my dresses. I'm so extra. So I will go to work earlier and I will have my heels waiting for me and I will have different dresses. And every week I will bring home dresses and bring another dresses. So, and I will dress my dresses. I'll be like 30 minutes early, make my breakfast, sit down, make my fruits, decorate my table, water my plant. It was leisure for me. And women will watch me. How do you live like this? How do you enjoy simple things? Because I know feminine etiquette. That means I'm not rushing to work. I'm not rushing anywhere, in fact. I stopped doing it a long time ago. When you're walking, you are not putting your feet like a duck, like this. That's funny. You're not walking like a child. Also, that's funny. You're not walking like this, like a man. You are walking as a woman. Feminine etiquette means that you know how to walk. How do women walk? As discreet. The feet are as close as they can be. Slowly, cute, very girly. Chick, 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 chick. Your whole body is not moving and vibrating. It's slowly. Your body is very gracious. Your hands are not all over the world like a firework. It's funny even when I describe, no? Imagine this clown. You're a lady. Feminine etiquette means that you're walking as a lady. Ask yourself, how does a lady walk? Look at the beautiful old school movies. Look at the beautiful pictures. Write down elegant lady walk and look how people are walking. Watch them. Learn to walk elegantly. Number 5, I want to talk about touch. Elegant woman who knows feminine etiquette, and we're learning, it's okay, there are certain things we don't know, but we're learning today, is that she is touching everything, everyone with there is boundaries. It means if I have a baby, of course I'm going to hug and kiss and hold the baby, but there are going to be certain sounds I don't do. I won't take the cheek and like this in public. Maybe when I'm in the sofa, I will do that, but I will be a little bit more cautious. What am I doing with my baby? How am I touching my baby when I'm in a public? Of course, still be affectionate, still show love to the baby, but you understand that there are certain things you're doing. You're not touching the baby in a certain places. Same is with your man or with your spouse or a man you just start dating or the man that you're in love with. You are not touching him to the intimate places. I am actually shocked when I see that men are grabbing women to their, the backside and they're squeezing it on the public when they're crossing the street and cars can see them, people can see them. I'm shocked to my core. And my question is, what kind of woman allows herself to be touched like that? Men has never touched me like that in my entire life. That means I know something. And I'm trying to present it to you that you need to have certain boundaries, how you're touched and how you touch people. Some women start grabbing men, touching his chest, really caressing him in the public by trying to flirt with him. I understand you're attracted to him, but there are certain touch you do not do. I'm very attracted to my man, but even when I'm with him alone, there are still, how can I explain? There is some respect how you touch. Yes, you can touch wherever you want when you're alone, but there is still some boundaries that you're like tasting the water. It's like you're going slowly. Yeah, are you comfortable with this touch? You're respecting the person. So feminine etiquette has inside that your touch is very classy. You can touch a little shoulder, you can touch a little bit of the arm, of the hand, you can touch here, but you are not touching man's chest. You can slightly caress a little bit if he has a beard in here, just try to do the hair, but you're not trying to touch whole his face. That's inappropriate. You're not hugging him from his back and just thinking he's your baby. That is a little bit inappropriate in the society. And actually, if you look at the Middle Eastern culture, they're not allowed to kiss or touch in a public, especially if they're just dating. It's completely not allowed. They're not even allowed to touch each other in privacy. There is a reason for that, because we are human beings. We see each other and we understand that man and a woman, that is a sensual energy, physical energy. So you don't want to constantly be open with that to the people. Feminine etiquette means that you know that there are certain touch I'm not going to do, certain places I'm not going to touch, and even how you touch yourself. That's very important as well. Women sometimes they are correcting their undergarments, pulling the stripes of the dress, or correcting their undergarment skirt in public. You're not allowed to touch yourself like that in public. Feminine etiquette means that you are quite reserved with touching yourself in a public. If you need to correct anything, go to the ladies' room and correct there. And the last thing I want to mention is actually feminine etiquette is teaching us how we talk. If you want to be lady, if you want to classy, if you want to be more womanly, you have to watch your tongue, your language, the phrases you use, how long are your sentences, if you take pauses, if you breathe, does your voice have anxiety? Feminine etiquette is teaching us that actually to be feminine, you have to talk femininely, with a feminine voice, with a feminine body gestures. As you know, the biggest communication is not language. That's why I put it as a last. How you walk, how you sit, how you eat. That talks a lot about you. Talks if you know feminine etiquette or you don't. So the last that I want to mention is how you talk is you have to ask yourself, if I am a royalty, or I'm a wife of a president, or I'm a wife of a very well-known celebrity with a very good class, if I'm a beautiful actress, if I'm someone very important in public, how will I talk? I will be quite cautious about the words I use, correct? And in general, you will think before you talk. Have you practiced this lately? To think before you talk? You know, I can talk very, very fast, but no one is going to understand me in here. You're not going to enjoy my video because I have to take pauses so the information can sink in you. If I'm feeding you beautiful dessert, a beautiful cake that I created, and I'm like putting another plate, another spoon in your mouth, you're like, hold on a second, I didn't even swallow yet. One moment. I want you to think about it next time if you want to improve your feminine etiquette, especially with conversation. Of course, have eye contact, direct eye contact. This is not eye contact. Eye contact is direct. I'm looking in the camera. There's no one here, and I'm still keeping eye contact. Of course, I can keep eye contact in real life. Eye contact, settle, calm posture, and you're talking and you're discussing something. Now, in regards of talking and language, I want you to focus on more positive, clean, vibrationally high language, which means we're not cursing, we're not using bad words, we're not saying anything that is repelling people, we're not talking about diseases, we're not talking that something hurts. You are being more in a positive state. Oh, what a wonderful weather. It's raining. Oh, it's so interesting that it's raining. It's something romantic about rain, isn't it? Instead of, oh, can't wait. What is this? Is that classy? Is that elegant? It's not. Classy language. I have a video where I talk how to be classy. Watch that. Number one is like I'm talking about the language, how you talk. So in feminine etiquette, I want you to learn, the last tip is that you have to learn how to talk. You have to breathe between sentences. You have to analyze what exactly I want to tell and make a little summary, then say the sentence. Your voice has to be calm, collected, not anxious. You're not loud. You're peaceful. Even your laugh is beautiful. Have you noticed some women laugh so loud that you're getting scared? Of course, I understand they're trying to get attention, but no man is approaching them. And then there is this woman in a corner. You can't even hear her voice, and you're attracted to her because she has class about herself. The way she talks, it's feminine, it's attractive. Now you have learned a lot of practical tips. You can make notes, you can rewatch this even after 1 week and say, how far have I gone? Have I improved? Am I different? Do I sit differently? And you will notice that actually your feminine etiquette skills are improving. You need to learn these things. We're not born with these things. That's why we're learning in here. Now let's summarize again. Number one, in feminine etiquette, you want to have strict, beautiful posture. Number two, we discussed that you want to have beautiful, feminine, classy style. How you dress, how you groom yourself. You never leave your house if you're not groomed. Number three, we discussed about table etiquette, how we eat, that we don't eat everything in a plate. We're not rushing, we're not chewing too loud, we're not making noise with the cutlery. And even when we eat alone, we still make it beautiful, like we imagine we're in a restaurant. Number four, we discussed about walking, that we're not rushing, we're not running anywhere, we take it slower, and our feet are very close to each other, and our body is not moving around. We are very collected. It's like we're one entity. Our parts of our body are not flying away, and we walk with grace, and we walk a little slower than everyone else. Next, we discussed number four, that it's important how we touch ourselves in a public, how we correct our things, and how we touch our men, how we touch our kids, how we touch even our things, our bags. It's not rough, it's not sharp movements, it's not inappropriate, intimate movements, but it's actually very well, precisely planned movement as a touch. And lastly, we discussed about how we talk. That is actually part of feminine etiquette, that we are not talking too fast, we are thinking before we're talking, and we're choosing what language we use. And we try to be more on a positive note instead of draining people in our negativity. And in general, you will notice if you start doing all these together, Start noticing how people will actually treat you. They will treat you differently because we all love people who are well mannered. We all love people who are very well presented, and we love people who know feminine or masculine etiquette. We admire them more, we respect them more. So you want to be respected, start respecting yourself. Thank you for watching. It was my pleasure to share all this knowledge with you. Take it on, let it absorb you, let it go into your subconscious mind, and most of all, most importantly, practice. Knowledge without practice is not alive. It cannot do anything if you do not practice. And of course, let me remind you, smile today, become more classy, learn about etiquette, and of course, enjoy your life.